So yeah, if you're not in a comfortable position already, you can get into one. You can be in your bed, you can be seated, you can be doing whatever it is you're doing. And I am going to be reading something from Inward again by Yung Pueblo because it's amazing. Why not? So as you're getting comfortable, you can just start to check in with your alignment in your spine, with the space between your sit bones and the crown of your head. And just start to bring some awareness to the center line of your body. So the spine, the spinal cord, the neck, the throat center, the chin, the nose, third eye center, and just getting that center line in line. Yes. And you can feel your chin slightly tucked down towards your heart so that you're not compromising any length in the back of your neck, and you're just exaggerating the length in the back of your neck. And feeling the space or exaggerating the space between your heart and your brain. So just letting that get long and proud. And if you're in a space where you feel safe to do so, at any point you can allow your eyes to close and can mark your arrival to this practice this morning or today with a nice big cleansing breath. A slow, long, and deep inhale through the nose. And exhale it all out, slowly pushing a little bit more air out of you and truly emptying and just pausing. If you'd like to take a few rounds exaggerating your breath, you can do so by taking intentional deep inhales through the nose and holding that breath within you for a few moments. And then without straining, whenever you need to, slowly letting it go, just like a balloon, letting go of air. And then truly emptying yourself and then pausing in that emptiness and that stillness. And then letting your next breath come as it needs to. And at any point, you can release any guidance over the breath altogether and just step into that role, stepping back and up into that role of the observer, the witness of your body and its functions. Just remembering that your body will breathe for you regardless of any direction you give it. Your body will function exactly as it needs to without any of your input, without any of your doing. So just remembering that fact and witnessing your body doing these things, witnessing your heart beating, witnessing the pulse running through your body into your hands, and witnessing any other sensations you might feel. Any other feelings you might feel, emotions. And then start to rest your awareness on your face. And before you soften anything or change anything about the face, you can first notice just what your face is naturally resting like. Because we often will have a resting face that is still holding tension. Oftentimes in the jaw. I've discovered recently that I hold a lot of tension in my chin for whatever reason. Maybe your nostrils, your ears, your forehead and eyebrows is a big one. And also the neck and the shoulders. So just resting awareness on like the shoulders up and just noticing where your points are, where the tension tends to go to. And then just by bringing awareness to that and breathing into that and not having any sort of opinions about it, just matter of fact that there is tension in the jaw or the forehead or wherever it is, knowing that that is completely normal and expected, And this is the practice of noticing and softening, noticing and leaning in, letting go, surrendering. So you can fully soften all the muscles across your forehead now. And just see if you can almost picture the muscles that are in your forehead and your eyebrows. Remembering that they are there. They are a part of you. You have the ability to see them. It's maybe not how we're used to seeing things, maybe in a slightly different way. And then see if you can witness the muscles of your forehead and your eyebrows just almost leaning back away from the bones of the face, ungripping from the bones, just feeling free to be exactly as they are, not having the need to hold on tight to any sort of expression. And you'll notice you'll have to remind yourself a few times throughout the practice, I'm sure, to continue to soften the forehead, especially, I find. Once we release the tension and move on to other areas, oftentimes it's kind of like a whack-a-mole process. And just noticing where the tension is and letting go. So let that same energy continue into the cheeks and the eyes and the eyelids. And you can totally release your eyeballs from the outside world of looking. And just accept that for the next 20 minutes or so, this is your landscape, your internal landscape. Maybe gazing at the backs of the eyelids, maybe peering into the forehead, or eyes rolling back further into the mind itself. Wherever the eyes would like to rest, just allow them to rest. Allow the eyeballs to be held by the sockets. And as you fully surrender in the eyes, you can let that spread outward naturally to the eyelids. And feel the eyelids getting a little bit wider just by releasing all those muscles that scrunch when you squint. Feeling those expand. Letting that soften the cheeks. Letting that soften the jaw and the ears. The nostrils. The outsides of the lips and the chin. The insides of the lips, the insides of the cheeks. The inside of the chin, the tongue, even the teeth and the gums, and the roof of your mouth and the floor of your mouth. And just allowing any expression that was on the face to simply melt away, trusting that your face is perfect exactly as it is. And there's no expression you need to be holding. There's nothing else you should be doing. You are exactly where you're meant to be. And just communicating this peace and acceptance to the physical body, the muscles themselves. And letting that same softness spread across your skull, across your hairline. And feeling even like the hair follicles just releasing, ungripping. And the brain itself, just allow the brain to rest where it's at. And then just allow these same sensations to naturally melt down the neck, onto the shoulders, across the shoulder blades, across the collarbones. And just feeling the shoulders rest in a neutral position, down and away from the ears. And feeling the arms be completely heavy and all the muscles down the arms, the upper arms, the elbows, the lower arms, the hands. Feeling all of these muscles completely like ragdoll and just surrender to where they're at. So you allow the full weight of your arms to exist. And you allow the full weight of your arms to continually lengthen the neck, continually pull the shoulders down and away. As you bring some awareness into the palms of your hands. And just noticing the sensations you may feel in the palms of your hands. Remembering that there is a pulse inside of you, inside the hands. And if we get so still and curious, you can feel that pulse. Can give that pulse the recognition it's asking for. And then start to bring some awareness into your heart center. And just notice where your heart is resting in relationship to the shoulders. And notice if that's comfortable for you, if that's where you want to stay, or if there's any slight shifting you'd like to do. Maybe bringing the heart slightly forward or bringing it in line with the shoulders if it was curled back. Just allowing your heart to sit toward the front of your body and be proud and lead you through this practice. And just tuning into the unique rhythm of your own heartbeat. And noticing the connection between your heartbeat and the heartbeat in your hands. Just noticing how they are the same. They are connected. And even if you may be having trouble feeling that today, just stepping into reality and the physical anatomy of your body and trace the heart, the physical heart, and the veins connecting your physical heart to your hands. Remember, this is real. Your heart is connected to your whole body. So the love that exists in your heart, the compassion and gratitude that exists in the heart center has the power to travel throughout your entire body, and therefore even further. And then allowing your rib cage to soften, allowing the rib cage to rest and almost feel like it's hugging your lungs. Noticing how your skeleton is keeping everything in place. Your skeleton is hugging your body all the time. And your muscles are hugging the skeleton, and your skin is hugging the muscles. And just the love that it takes just for your body to be in its physical form. And just bringing some awareness to that. And feeling the muscles across your abdomen and your stomach and your back all soften and hug the organs. And letting the hips rest where they're at, the glutes, the pelvic floor. Letting the legs do the same as the arms. Just allow the full length and weight of your legs to exist. Allow the muscles to just roll off of the bones. And to start to feel that connection between the heart and the feet. Knowing that your heart is also beating in the soles of your feet, in each of your toes, with every step that you take. Now just let your awareness rest across the entire body and rest on your largest organ, on the skin, the surface of your body, the final layer between you and the outside world, the inside and the outside. And just feel that protection, that safety of the skin, just keeping everything inside, and everything outside. And feel the skin, how it's resting so closely to you and hugging you, and feeling what's making contact with the skin, feeling the temperature of the air touching your skin, across the face as well. And feeling the texture of your clothes, feeling the surface you are laying or sitting on. And just allowing your body to exist in the time and space that it is at. I'm going to read part of the self-love chapter in Yung Pueblo's book, Inward. So you can let your attention rest where it wants to rest, but I offer your attention to rest on the heart. It can be on the heart, maybe splitting between the heart and the stomach, the heartbeat that is in your stomach. This is another powerful place for self-love. But trust the natural intelligence of your body and trust your instincts with where you want your attention to rest as you receive these words. So, self-love is the beginning, an essential centerpiece that opens the door to unconditional love for yourself and all beings. Self-love is a sincere acceptance of the past, an agreement to make the most of the present, and a willingness to allow the best to occur in the future. Wholehearted. Self-love is the nourishment that gives us the clarity and strength to love others well. Self-love is personal evolution in action. Being honest with yourself is an act of self-love. Self-love is creating space in your life to heal your body and mind. Do not confuse self-love with thinking that you're better than everyone else. True self-love is accepting yourself for all that you are, especially the darkest parts. The more we love ourselves, the more easily prosperity and miracles can flow into our lives. Self-love has the power to release all blocks. Through self-love, we can travel the universe. Self-love is doing the work we need to do to be free. Self-love begins with the acceptance of where we are now and the history we carry, but it does not stop there. Self-love is an energy we use for our own personal evolution. It is a meeting and balance of two critically important ideas: loving who we currently are and simultaneously transforming into the ideal version of ourselves. Though these ideas may seem contradictory, they are both required for our ultimate success. Without acceptance, our transformation into a happier and freer self would be highly difficult. Why? Because it is much harder to change and let go of what we hate. Self-love helps us delve deeply into ourselves and release the patterns in our subconscious that impact our behavior and emotions. True self-love is when one understands that the inward journey is the path to freedom, that observing and releasing our inner burdens is what will make us feel lighter and more aware. Self-love does not grow the ego. It does the opposite. It is our ego that carries the craving that causes our suffering. The incessant craving that rests at the center of the ego is the ultimate block that stops us from achieving freedom. And since true self-love is the gateway to unconditional love for all beings, this must mean that many people in our world are suffering from a lack of self-love. It's the missing piece. Your self-love is a medicine for the earth. As your self-love grows stronger, so do the waves of change that you can create. So just allowing those words to settle, allowing what resonates with you to be there, to exist inside of you. And anything that did not resonate will naturally fall away. And if any words you've heard today have hit you in a certain spot, or your body has gotten a physical reaction through chills or emotions, you can trust that that only happens because you already know it to be true. And that feeling of something resonating with you on a deep level, it's the feeling of your innermost self screaming, yes, 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 like what they've been trying to communicate to you. And when you hear it from the outside on a more surface level, and it matches your insides, that is when everything can come together. And just tuning back into your heart center, maybe placing one or both hands there if that feels like something you want to do, or placing your hands anywhere on the body that they want to go to, maybe on the stomach, maybe on the thighs or the head. Just trusting where your hands want to go. And just reconnecting with that truth that your heart is connected to everything. Your heart is where you are resting. Your heart is where things resonate or don't. Your heart is your soul. And your heart will never lead you off the track. And you can trust that you know everything you are supposed to do. And we are always our own worst enemy. So just allowing yourself to thrive as you're meant to. Stepping out of your own way. And know that you are worthy of great success. You are worthy of achieving everything you're meant to achieve. Of reaching the highest heights. There is no mountain, there ain't no mountain high enough. Just let yourself be great. And if you'd like to seal this practice with your hands at prayer at your heart center, you may do so. And take a deep breath in and just really feel your body filling up, maybe more than it did at the beginning of practice, and letting your body be flooded with this life force. And as you exhale, just allowing anything that no longer serves you to leave your body, allowing your head to bow. And just taking a pause to give deep thanks to your Maker, the one who is allowing you to experience what you experience. Feel what you feel. To your ancestors, spirits, guides, angels, whatever word you may have for the eternal love and guidance you receive. Giving thanks to everyone in this space who's completed this practice with you. And most importantly, giving this same thanks to yourself. Just for showing up, just for your curiosity, for your openness, and for taking time out of your busy life for this pure act of self-love and self-care. And may this act continue to heal you through the rest of your days and nights, and may you bring the same love and same understanding into everything that you do and to everyone that you see. Namaste.